Hoback Sumo. And I saw this one before I got the Summit, right? And of course, I got the Summit just before the announcement that it wasn't made in the United States, it was made in China, and the whole thing blew up and all that garbage. So after having the Summit, and my buddy Ron, I think he's the one that talked me out of it. So it's gone. It was a big knife. It was really cool. And not inexpensive. And neither is this one. This is not inexpensive. This baby's 500 smackers all day long. I think maybe 550, but you can get a discount code LTK gives you 10% off on White Mountain. And I was emailing Justin and saying, is there something new that has come in that you have the inside track on that I might want to get my grubby little hands on? You know, give me some ideas. And then with a smiley face, of course, going, I do have some high-priced Hoback knives. I'm going, did you get a dealer cut or something like that because all of a sudden they're not made in the USA? No. So, okay, they still expensive. And it comes in wooden box, okay? But you know, the reviews I saw on this knife, obviously before the controversy or the revelation that they're not made in the US. But all the reviews were like pretty glowing, which of course, it's a beautifully made Chinese production knife. Who makes it, I don't know, but I mean, I'd believe Riot. I'd definitely believe We Knives. There's some I would think no. I think this is pretty high end, whoever OEM this. So it's interesting. There are some issues with this model the way it is. Oh, you get the tools. Yeah, baby. What else? All right, it goes plugged into here, like yay, okay? So, dank, right there. Not a very big knife, folks. My commitment. So, we're going to have some snide remarks about this, but, okay. And, you know, I mean, as time goes by and he goes down the road, some people forgive and go forward and other people don't. And if you don't want to be the forgiving kind, then might not help you overall in your entire life experience, to tell you the truth. So, and this is like, okay, I got this anyhow, okay? So, in the Summit, I don't think, to me, it didn't matter where it was made. It was a hell of a, you know, and yes, I know, I didn't tell the truth, okay, or it wasn't okay, I get that, but I'm just saying. So, but we got to go forward, right? And so I think I really like this, and I really like the Summit. And if he wants to put out a line of knives in China, and now it's well known that they are, then you go forward knowing that, and maybe priced appropriately. This is $550. This is baby, that's some stuff. But pretty nice fit and finish. Good looking knife. Come here. Where's my little swags? 3 and 7, right? Wow. The Kaiser Swags button lock. But yeah, the button lock's 700. So this one, oh no, the Swags is not. Yeah, it's okay. It's less. Okay, no, it's almost 3 1/4. Okay, 82, 83 millimeters, 7 1/4 overall. Okay, 18 and a half centimeters. Hold on, maybe this is this a true 3 and a 7? This $700 behemoth here. Nah, it's a 3 and a 7. Okay. So it is smaller. It's smaller by 1/4 inch. Okay, never mind. But this one is more better looking and definitely a little heavier, I'm going to say. A little heavier. Let's get this in ounces. 4.5 basically at 126 grams. Okay. Now, let's get our basic, like how fat in the hand is it? And it's 14.4, 0.57 in the hand there, and 0.15, close to 4 millimeter blade stock. All right. That is way cool. Way cool. On the back here, by the way, because I just pulled out the front, I didn't flip it over on the back. 4.6 ounces. Yes, 20 CV blade. It is a silver bead blast stone wash. Titanium handle, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so 3.25 inch blade. Okay, just wanted to clarify. How is it in the hand? It's tough to get, I mean, number 4 over here, finger-wise, is back up to the backup. So, okay, it can't be much shorter than this and still be a 4-finger knife. But it's, actually, this is pretty comfortable from an ergo standpoint. And it's thick enough here, it's comfortable in the hand. Now, let me tell you what kind of gets me freaked out. It's this. Am I missing something? I mean, here's the flipper. So you almost, you don't have to give it any wrist action, but when I do this, I'm hitting this. Okay? And these ends here are like prongs. And you're slapping your finger up against these prongs when you flip the knife open. And that's not comfortable. Prong, right? So I don't understand why he didn't make this flush down here, especially since this flipper tab is so muted. See what I'm saying? Okay. And now, if you just want to button lock it like this, okay, just kind of like my Vandal, right? It's just a button lock. It's not a flipper. So you can just button lock it if you want, okay? Like that, okay? Obviously, the Vandal, a wee bit longer. Now, we will take this apart, by the way. The blade shape's nice, and hold on. We have any cutting paper around here? Come on. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's sharp. Out of the box, it feels sharp. So it's got a good factory edge here. I like his wooden boxes. I think they're kind of interesting. They're really tough to ship, though. You know what I mean? So they're odd sized. Okay. So it'd be better if he had a more standardized box as far as I'm concerned. And maybe he should rethink it as far as the foreign-made product to come up with a more standardized box. You can make a nice fitted box or do something like that. Kind of like Wee Knives does in a fitted box. And this slides into a thing that, it's easy to ship and stuff. And it's structural. A wooden crate, I don't know that you need it on everything, but good looking. I like the style cues on here, and the purple accents are nice. You can do without that if you want. You have options with that. And then the thumb stud here, which if you roll this around, it looks like this is your stop, but then this comes up and contacts. But I'm not seeing a mark that it's leaving from that. So we'll take a closer look at that when we take it apart. But yeah, pretty lightweight. Considering how thick it is, and you got a lot of titanium on here. Pocket clip works okay. it's fine. Ergos, they're fine. They're there. And they do work. Just for if you have a much bigger hand, this may not work for you at all. But it's a small knife. But it's real easy to carry. EDC. This pocket clip running up on the north side here, kind of interesting. I guess you're keeping it out of the way so that you kind of get to peruse the total back and front design thing, and it's symmetrical there as far as that design goes. And then of course these thumb studs, you can kick them open. So you got thumb studs, you whack this thing hard enough, you get a little button stick. But you do that, yeah, I mean, but that's not uncommon. I can't tell you, but what the swags, and then the Baglighter button lock, and the Cormorant button lock, and I'm just trying to think, the Civivi Element. I mean, if you swack it hard enough, you can get that effect. So okay, it is what it is. Otherwise, no, it's pretty smooth operating. There's no blade play, no lock rock, no. I mean, the blade's on center. Everything's way good that way. And I mean, whoever's doing this, they're top end. They're top end. Okay, yeah. I mean, the plunge is fine. Everything, the grind lines are good. We're all good with that. And there's my balance point here. I just can't figure this out. Why would you do that? I mean, I guess I'm missing something, so you can comment and tell me what am I missing? Why would we have this raised come out here and meet this flipper tab like this? Because you really can't push button this. You have to stroke it, and when you do, you're running right into the prongs, and the prongs are not good. So it does seem like you're running interference for no reason. But I mean, fit and finish is wonderful. There's just a lot to like about this knife. If you like a knife this size, it's got some heft to it. It got some width to it. The grip, and there's grippiness here. I like this full backspacer thing. I just think it could have ended right here. Or it could have dropped down and just been flush with this here. Okay? It didn't need to stand up here. I don't get that. Wow. Take a look at this. This is interesting, isn't it? Number 8 here. And then there's nothing. So it's a clean look, right? And you got your Torx there, your pivot screw. Nothing here except from this side coming through from the back. But I mean, you can't disassemble it from the back because of this. So odd. And this is interesting, don't you think? Kind of overlooked this, didn't I? But wow, it kind of plugs the pivot area and covers that nicely. It's interesting from a design standpoint, and it's not really loving the idea of coming out, is it? Come on. What are we doing here? Okay. So what was this all about? This was interesting. And then I was unscrewing this at the same time, which now I don't need to. So that's odd. But I mean, it's going to work because then the only other one is this side as well. So I can disassemble it from this side. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think. Okay, she's coming apart. Okay, we got everything, including the, okay. So we got a screw that goes all the way through. We've got another pin that helps support this pocket clip. Okay. We've weight relieved this. I threw it on the floor, of course, on my plastic mat, and there it is, weight relieved. And of course, it's got a little. I'm sure it's got a little. There it goes. Yeah. Steel washer. Okay. Backside, pocket clip, backside, everything. Okay. Let's backside it. And there you go. And here's our spacer. Okay. That's cool. Ceramic bearings. Nothing to brag about necessarily. Okay, we got, move that pocket. Okay, let's. So, ceramic bearings. And we have this, which is interesting, and it really, there's nothing. And was I really even, I don't know what I was doing in here, if I was really unscrewing that, or I was just really, I was unscrewing this, and it was coming apart that direction. This might be stuck in that position. Okay, so it's clean. Looks good. There's the front. And of course, here's your button, plunger, the spring that goes with it, and your set of bearings. So no, it's not rocket science, actually. It's pretty straightforward. This design looks a lot like my Tucson Vandal. Actually, like this. All right, let's get this out. Let's figure this out. Okay, what do we got? Got to put this back together. So nothing big there. That snaps right in. That's nice, close tolerance. And then you got this lip on here. This looks a lot like what We Knives does too. So that might be my next guess as who actually makes this. And there's your bearings. Okay. And let's try this out. You know what? I need to push this down, first of all. Come on. Okay. Because I need to get this slid underneath the pocket, or underneath the button here. Okay. So now I can push this back into position. If I can. Come on, baby. There you go. All right. Now, there's that. Where's my little go-go juice here? Okay. And I've got my this, and it's going to come from, hold on, let me get that in here. This spring, and I got a washer here, and they should just come together, and then I've got to figure out how I'm going to do my, okay, come on. All right. Whew. Now I got to line this up, because this little puppy has got to line up just right as well. Put that through, just like that, and that pin drops through. And this is almost bigger concern than doing the pivot. Okay, so we got U-log down. Now we can do this pivot thing. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lay this on here in the correct position. Come on, lay you out. Okay, hold on. Okay. Push you into the right position. Okay, now. There we go. Okay, so we want to eat this all the way in. Okay, we got her. Now, did I do it? Oh, man. Woo. Maybe a little bit too much gusto there. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Okay, now let's be careful about how we adjust this, but okay. I think we're good. It's centered. And I'm not feeling any issues there, so I think I just backed it off just enough to make it the way it should be. Sumo. It's she's a little dog, but I like the overall design and everything. This still freaks me out. I've said it 800 times. I think I've driven that point home. Other than that, no. Fit and finish, quality of workmanship, all that kind of stuff. I like overall design. Yeah, I mean, I really like it. It's good. It's functional. This would be a great little carry if this is the size that you like in a knife, and it's pricey for what it is. I mean, really, $550. I'm trying to think of another OEM Chinese knife that's in that range. I guess I can think of Liang Ma in his integrals of the Model 18 are 600 and 650 respectively, with carbon fiber and or full tie. But I mean, that's the only thing that comes to mind right off the top of my head, and those are integrals. So yeah, this I'm thinking 3.5 is something that 3.25, something like that. But $550, I'm thinking that's a bit rich. Take care, my friends. We got the Sumo. We do love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.